Hi everyone, I've just been asked to let you guys know how you can go about setting up a student account on Class Dojo. So the first thing you need to do is click on Student. Then it will give you three options. Now I have found the easiest way to set up the accounts for my girls is to use the QR code. So you can click on Scan QR code. Then all I did was use my personal device and went to the parent page first. Then, and if you're not sure where to get their characters, you can just click on the little characters at the bottom. So I'm going to set up the account for Rachel. So I just click on Rachel's little character. And then at the top of the page, you can see there are three little dots just here up the top. If I click on those, it gives me the option at the bottom of my phone or device, because I have done this with my iPad as well, of getting a QR code. So I just click QR code and it gives you a nice big one. So I just wait for my camera to pick it up. Excuse my depth perception, it's clearly horrendous. Once it picks it up, it automatically gives me Rachel's class story. So Rachel can access it whenever she likes. And as you can see, everything that Mrs. McDougall has been and Miss Bowers, they have been putting on there, Rachel is able to see. Now with the desktop application, Rachel can send Mrs. McDougall, or your child can send a photo. They can send a video, they can draw, they can send a file, and they can journal. So all they do is once they do any of those options is there's an option comes up here. So once you've actually typed something, it comes up with hand in, and that goes through to the teacher and they're able to access it. It all then becomes, once the teacher approves it, it all becomes part of their portfolio. So you can see here Mrs. McDougall has taken a couple of pictures during class this year. Rachel sent Mrs. McDougall a photo of her workspace on Friday. So you can see her photo, and Mrs. McDougall has approved it, and Mrs. McDougall has approved a couple of messages Rachel has been able to journal to her. If you want to use the app on an iPad, iPhone, any other device, they still get to see the class story, but they cannot use these items until the teacher has set a task. So as you can see, Mrs. McDougall has set a to-do of sending her a picture of their workspace at home. Because that has been set, Rachel can use an iPad, iPhone to take a picture and send it to her from her class story. So we're just hoping that by letting parents know that children can have their own Class Dojo class story, it will take a little bit of pressure off parents having to give them personal devices or whatever. So if they're already on a laptop working, you can set this up and they can go back and forward from it as much as they need, particularly the older students. And then you can have each child having their Class Dojo open on each device, and then you're not having to swap back and forth. I hope this has been helpful for everyone and that you are able to enjoy this new function that we have found. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at school. My email is sjohn, JOHN, 592@eq.edu.au, and I'm more than happy to trouble spot as best as I can. But this is a great new function to have some fun with, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So thanks everybody. Have a great afternoon.